What's happening, Expeditioners? I know that you are probably on a mission to grow your business, and I've talked about this book, Be Discovered, How to Market Your Financial Coaching Business, in the past year. But one of the things that I wanted to do for some of you that don't have it, you can certainly grab it. I will put a link to it in the description below, but you can download the ebook version. You can get the physical printed book like this if you like, or you can get the audiobook, which is one way that I really like consuming my books because I can listen to them on my walks. But as I have time here, what I really wanted to do is go ahead and read you different chapters of this book, some of the things that I thought might be really helpful. So why don't we just start today with chapter 1, and it is called My Journey to Financial Coaching. Hey there, I'm Peter Waitsman, founder of Expedition Money, a financial wellness program that helps employees and members of organizations get their financial lives in order. How did I end up in this gig? I actually grew up in the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan. My dad was a financial planner, and from a young age, I was his little sidekick, helping him run workshops and watching him build his business. I do remember printing out a lot of flyers and stuffing them in mailboxes and putting them on cars. It was like financial planning boot camp, and I learned a lot. Now, fast forward a few years, and I'm studying economics at Northwestern University. After graduation, I landed a job in banking, getting an inside look at the institutional side of finance, but I had an entrepreneurial itch that I needed to scratch, so I started building a side hustle at the same time. These experiences were the perfect training ground for what came next. In 2011, the financial advisory firm I worked at decided to launch a financial coaching program. Author's note here aside is that actually one of the people in home office that was kind of tasked with this in long-term development, we discussed this kind of in a hallway discussion years before they actually got the funding and approval to do it. So I kind of remember talking about, hey, financial coaching, and there's a lot of financial coaching out there, and it's a big financial advisory firm, maybe with something we should look at. And he agreed, and he had some ideas, and you know what? Probably 2 years later, I totally forgot about that conversation until one day he called me up. And the rest is history. At the time, financial coaching was like a baby deer trying to stand up on wobbly legs. We borrowed concepts from life and health coaching to create the framework. Over the next few years, we built out a nationwide program that's still chugging along today, which is really cool. But let me tell you, being a financial coach is no cakewalk. You got to have technical know-how and behavioral intuition. I learned that the hard way. Just taking endless training doesn't prepare you for the realities on the ground. I eventually moved to an HR benefits company to help them build their financial wellness program, heavily focused on coaching. I was coaching my butt off, refining the product, hiring and training coaches, and at one point, I did 66 coaching sessions over a 3-day period. I wouldn't recommend that. It's exhausting, but it helped me hone my skills. I'll tell you what, as another author's note on the side, doing that many sessions, and they were literally 30-minute sessions all day long, I didn't remember like the conversations by the end of the day. You are just kind of slammed with having back-to-back conversations, and I don't remember the names. I would only remember kind of the case and the problem that they're working on by looking at my notes. And so if you want to make this a volume business, I wouldn't do that. It is so tough, and it didn't burn me out, but it was just one of those things where it wasn't really good for the client, and it certainly wasn't good for me mentally either. After leaving that gig, I struck out on my own as an independent financial coach, and let me tell you, technology has been a game changer. Back in the day, coaching pretty much had to be done in person, but now, with video, email, and phones, your potential client base is massive, and the cost of getting started are so much lower. Don't get me wrong, financial coaching is no walk in the park. It takes a lot of prep work, and it can be stressful and emotionally draining at times. However, compared to other businesses, the financial risk is extremely low. You don't need a brick-and-mortar shop or a bunch of employees. Your skills and smarts are your biggest assets. If you're considering starting your own financial coaching business but have never been an entrepreneur, listen up. I will give you the real deal on where to focus your time and energy for maximum payoff. First of all, don't fall into the wantrepreneur trap. That's someone who spends all of their cash on fancy marketing materials, a slick website, and tons of social media ads, but has 0 paying clients. You don't need any of that stuff to be successful. I know coaches killing it just through word of mouth. Here's what I want for you. I want you to find success, balance, and sustainability ASAP without breaking the bank and with as much fulfillment as possible. I want you to work with people whose lives will be genuinely enriched by your guidance. Everyone wins when you focus on on what matters: making real connections, landing clients, and being an effective coach. Your clients will be happier, more confident, and more pumped about their financial future, and you'll have a meaningful, flexible career that can really pay off. At the end of the day, a strong financial coaching business doesn't just benefit you and your clients in the here and now. It has a positive ripple effect that can touch your whole community and society. If you use the tools and strategies I'm laying out and put your own creative spin on them, you can make your mark as a change maker. And I really believe that. I think one of the things that I put on the back here, it says change lives while changing your own, because one of the things that I really started noticing when I was a financial advisor and I was having some of my mentors who were older financial advisors at the tail end of their career retire, and going to the retirement dinners and having some of their clients there just kind of talking about, hey, I met this person 30 years ago, 35 years ago, and they changed my life. They changed our lives. They gave us opportunities. And just hearing about some of the specifics, whether it was being able to help a child in need or to travel the world or support their favorite charity, whatever it is, that's really where I saw, hey, man, some of the people that are working with people on finances are really change makers. And if they are doing it really well, they get referred and they build a business and they can make their own financial dreams a reality too. So I saw it on both ends. I saw the expanse and the reach of people that were changing lives, but I also saw them being able to do the things that they never thought were possible. So hopefully this book might help you as well. If you want to pick it up, link in the description. I'll see you later.